I know, right? Oh God, can you imagine like being with somebody that is just like, but then on camera you got to be like, oh baby, I love you. Yeah, that I know is gonna happen.
Hey guys, we have a special guest in the building. She's an actress, creative director, costume designer, and she is a model. Her name is Sheronna Osbourne. Sharona, please come in the studio. Hey, Sheronna. What's up?
Good,
You
thank
are
you.
slamming from your shoes
girl.
to the top to the everything.
Yes.
I got cute for y'all, you know.
You're lit. You're lit.
No worries. So
Thank
Sharona, we are thankful for having you in the building today.
Yes,
so
I'm
Sharona,
thankful to be
before
here.
we go ahead, could you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
All right. Well, my name is Sheronna Osbourne. I'm an actress here in Toronto. I have been doing costume buying
Nice.
for the film and television industry here in Toronto for the past, say, 9 years. I also creative direct and yeah, and I model. Hello, I'll be getting cute
I
sometimes.
have a question. Where were you born? Like, were you born in Toronto? Like, what area?
Yeah, I was born here in Toronto.
Okay.
I grew up downtown and in Scarborough.
Okay.
And now East Side. East Side too.
KJ, you're alone on
Oh, this is gang. This is gang. Okay.
One Empress.
But now I live like close to the west, like Etobicoke.
Because
So
the West
yeah,
End.
you know.
West End.
So a little bit of both, but yeah, I'm from here.
All right.
Okay, so I see you attended some of the top-notch schools in New York and Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like graduating from the schools? Like, how did you feel, and what did you do afterwards?
Well, I started studying acting here in Toronto at Armstrong Acting Studios and also another school called Louis Beaumonder Toronto Acting Studio, which I still currently train there whenever I have time. The school in New York, the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts, I went there when I graduated college here. So I went to school for fashion business. And that's where I started my like styling career and that type of thing. But I always wanted to act, you know, professionally, and just never really knew how to like get into it. And then I heard about the school and they were having auditions. So I sent in a tape, auditioned for the school, and got accepted. And it was
Was it you talking or dancing?
it was acting. So I had to like do a scene, like a monologue type vibe. And so that program was it wasn't super long. It was like 6 weeks in New York. So we moved out there in Brooklyn and went to school every day. And that was bomb. Like I learned a lot. I learned about auditioning techniques. I learned stage combat where you like pretend to fight.
Wow.
Yeah, like all
Learn to
types.
pretend to cry too.
Yeah, all of that. And yes, so that was fun, and you know that was like mad long ago. That was like 2009, I think. And then when I got back to Toronto, I was just still navigating the industry here. Like I still didn't have an agent or anything, but I was doing like independent projects here and there. And then I finally, a few years later, got an agent, and it kind of just been going out on auditions ever since. I've been doing commercials and some film. Young flourish, you know, little by little. And now this play is kind of like a labor of love, which I guess we'll get into.
I have a random question.
Yeah, oh God, I'm nervous.
Can you sing?
Can I sing? No.
So no music.
That one was
I sing in the shower.
And that's it.
That's it.
Be able
Oh,
to
thanks,
sing.
girl. But you want to know something? Like in high school, I took like music theater,
Yeah.
and we did. I was like me and my best friend were like the token black girls in every theater play. Like we were like, we're playing dominoes at lunchtime, and I'm like, bye guys, we got rehearsal. Like, so we were just doing both,
Yeah.
But in music theater class, it's like talk singing. Like, hello, how are you? It's not like it's not like
natural
Beyonce. So
Okay.
no to the singing.
Okay, so for a little black lie, that's what it is, right?
Yes.
So what did you have to do to become the lead girl for the role?
Well, the writer and producer, his name is Troy Crossfield. We've been friends for many years. So I actually knew about this. Started with part 1, which was called A Little White Lie. So a few years ago, it was literally just a thought, an idea on paper, and we were like, "Yo, can we do this?" And it was just like, "Yeah, let's just do it, bro." And so how I became lead, I mean, truthfully, when we first started doing auditions and stuff, I read for like 2 other characters, which were other women in the show, obviously, but they weren't the lead. And then somehow, just the way everything kind of worked, we found other women who fit the other roles better, Some roles were more like comedy. My role as female lead, her name is Stacy. She's more drama. It's heavier. Her storyline is a bit heavier, and so it kind of just meshed. It wasn't anything other than figuring it out that way. I just kind of read and just kind of molded into that character.
Something like magic.
Where do you see Little Black Lies in like 2 years from now?
Girl, Hollywood, in the name of Jesus. Okay.
Did it make it to TIFF?
No, we haven't. We didn't put.
Okay.
TIFF
Sorry,
is
not
more
that-
directed to film work,
film
as
film,
opposed
it's
to
the play.
Sorry, there is a difference.
So
And
this is theater and
yes,
film.
yes.
Completely different
This is
genre.
theater. Yes.
Know the difference, folks.
Yes. However, we will be turning this show into a film. So we're starting to film later this year. Once we're done with the theater play and we can just breathe, I think we'll start filming. I think the goal is to start filming in November.
This year.
Yeah, so if we can create like a short, like condensed, basically what you do is you film one scene, like a very powerful scene, in order to then shop it to different festivals and things like that, and then get the backing behind it in terms of finances and sponsorship and that kind of thing, to then turn it into like a full-length feature film.
So what about the cast members? Like, did you choose each cast member specifically, or how did that whole
Well, I am on the production team, so I was involved in any audition process that we did have. But like I said, Troy Crossfield, he is an actor, and he's been an actor in this city for many, many years. And so he's just accumulated actor friends, And because this was such a like little newborn baby last year, we were just like, yo, you got free time? You want to act? You know what I mean? And then it just blossomed. And then we learned that like everybody on the team is so talented. And like not only are they actors, but they're writers, they're producers, they're photographers, they're editors. There's musicians, so it just kind of blended that way. But we did have to audition for, I think, 3 roles for Black Lie actually, for this one that's coming up. So yes, I was a part of that process. Yeah, and it was good. Everybody brought their A game and made it real easy. Yeah.
So he's a boss, baby,
you know.
people.
You know.
If you need any extras, holla.
Listen, We are always looking, okay? So I'm gonna hold y'all to that.
Yeah.
For real.
So Sharona, what do you do on your free time? Like, what are your hobbies instead of like acting or doing any producing for the show?
Well, you know what? The first thing I do when I have free time is catch a flight. I love to travel and just see the world. You know, just because like for me, traveling is therapeutic.
Yeah.
With this type of industry, we draw inspiration from everywhere and everything. So when I'm traveling to, you know, this side of the world or that side of the world, you get to see how people live, how they move, how they interact, and then one way or another, it kind of influences your art. You know what I mean?
Humbles you too.
Absolutely. Trust me. When you leave Toronto and you see like what's happening in the world and people who are either living way more lavish than you or not as comfortably as you, it really does like humble you and make and just broadens your scope. So hobbies, definitely traveling. Yeah.
In a few years, you'll be traveling to the Cannes Film Festival.
Yes, girl. Actually, that is something that we're in the process of figuring out for 2019. Actually,
Okay.
so it ain't too far away, girl. We making these moves, you know.
Make your way into
Yes, absolutely. So by the grace of God, we are just taking it one day at a time and just learning so much about ourselves in the process. And it's been great. It's long hours. It's
I can imagine.
you know,
Right?
it's like I also do the costume design for the show. So when I'm not on stage rehearsing, I'm like having a conversation over here. Okay, like, so in scene 1, you're gonna wear this. You know what I mean? We're gathering props. We're doing everything ourselves.
Crazy for each setting, scene.
Oh
everything,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
specific.
You gotta. The way you do that for a show, whether it be film or theater, is you basically look at each individual storyline. So where they are in the show, how many days have gone by, you know, did they leave from home to go to the gym? You know, that's a change. Am I going on a date after the gym? That's a change.
Yes.
You know, did we go to sleep and wake up the next day? That's a change. So you got to break it down that way. You got to watch the story. September 19th is the debut night, opening night. And we run until the 23rd of September. So we're 5 days at the Berkeley Upstairs Theater, which is 26 Berkeley. So it's downtown, and we're there for all 5 days. And so we have our opening night show. The show's from Wednesday to Saturday, our evening shows, and then we have a Sunday matinee.
And where could they get tickets?
So tickets, if you go to our website, crossfieldhouseproductions.com.
Big up.
Yes, the link is in all of our bios online. My handle on IG is your Sharona. And if you click our link, it'll take you right to ticket sales and the whole 9. And don't be late. Don't be late. I gotta tell you, yes. We are striving for excellence in this season, and being punctual and on time is one of those things.
Or else you will lose your job.
Would you ever do a sex scene?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with like that type of thing. I feel like anything that is meant to drive the story forward, is meant to drive the character's journey forward. I feel like if it's necessary, as an actor, like that's my job. You know what I mean? To take on
for your character to keep going
exactly. So, you know, just hopefully when I get to that part of my career, I'm working with, you know, tasteful directors who are not trying to make a porn, but like trying to tell a story. I would be okay with it.
And then you get a nice partner.
I know, right? Oh God, can you imagine like being with somebody that is just like, but then on camera you got to be like, oh baby, I love you. That I know is gonna happen, but you know, it's what I signed up for, so it's okay, I guess.
Well, Sharona, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having me.
Again, you know, thanks for coming. Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Guys, stay tuned.
Yes.
Little Black Live.
A Little Black Live.
Up here on stage at the Berkeley Upstairs
Theater, yeah.
September 19th to September 23rd. Please check it out.
Yeah.
You can find me at Your Sharona.
Your Sharona.
Instagram.
Check my
Just
girl
like my
out.
Sharona, exactly.
SHERONNA.
Yes.
All right, guys. So that was Sharona, and thanks for coming through.
Thank you.